Well, we're in West Memphis, fueling up. And we're not going to do too much more today. I'm trying to find the guy to that white truck. He's got a bad air leak, so I was going to tell him.
Shower is now ready. Please proceed to shower 8.
But I can't find him. When he supplies air to his trailer, it's just a loud hiss. I'll keep looking. Well, I told him, but I don't know if he understood me. He didn't speak English, so he'll know if he gets stopped. Or if his rear brakes won't build up air, kind of like what I had with that trailer yesterday. Although that was different because it was building up air, but my brakes would lock up until I rocked the truck. So that was odd. That was just an odd. Let's go out this side. Oh, look at that, KW. I see people coming in and out of this entrance all the time. Wow, it's a great day today. I wish I could stop at that blue beacon and get my truck washed. Maybe not. The line is about 4 or 5 deep.
In a quarter mile, turn right on Club Road, and then take the entrance to the right at 200 feet.
West Memphis is definitely a trucking hub. Not only north and south, what we're doing, but east and west on 40. In the afternoon, 92 degrees. Kind of warm for this late in the fall. Let's roll. Well, we ended up in Matthews, Missouri. Only did 500 miles today, which is pretty good. That's about 9-10 hours worth of driving. And tomorrow we just have to finish up driving into Terre Haute, Indiana, which isn't too far. It's only another 250 miles from here, and we'll be doing that in the morning. So for tonight, I'm Indiana Jack signing off. We'll see you in the morning. Hey, good morning. We're getting some fuel here in Effingham, Illinois. And we only have about another hour to go. So the trip's going good. Ooh, but it's a lot colder up here. Okay, well, we're all fueled. Let's get out of here. Not gonna get any coffee or anything. Well, we're here in Terre Haute. It only took them like a half hour to unload. So now we just have to wait for another load. Look at the trailer though. That's what they left in there. It's my fault that it's there. So I'll have to go get it washed or something. I said it's my fault because everything's the truck driver's fault. So I guess it kind of is. If I don't wash that out of there, then it's my fault. But we're the ones that make the trailers dirty. Let's get out of here. It's nice to be in small town America, especially since it's Indiana. A little bit sad here. One of my grandfathers died here in this city, so. But a few weeks ago, we were in South Bend and you saw where he was buried. But he died right here in Terre Haute. This is small town America, kind of what most little American cities are like. Now we have to go back to Indianapolis and pick up a load there going to Missouri. So let's get going. All right, we're getting out of small town America here. And this is the glamorous part. Oh, you know, there's always somebody. I sat there for a half an hour and not one car came that way, and then, you know, that guy pops around the corner. He was as surprised as me. This is glamour, folks. See all that beauty?
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Trashy trucker here. And the real question up here is, can I negotiate the turn that's ahead of me? I think so.
In 700 feet, turn left on Historic National Road. This
town is very much like South Bend. you know, the neighborhoods. So it's nice being here. And we'll be getting on 70 shortly. Well, we're finally getting out of this place. I've been here for 2 hours. And, whew, you know what? Everybody complains about a manager that's an ass. I guess that's a good word to say. Someone that's hard driving. Well, they don't have one of those here. So, man, is it unorganized. See, if you have management that's limp, people are gonna just do nothing. So they need a manager here. There is no manager. But I got a different load than what I came here for, which is working out better for me. So I don't mind going out of my way to help in a case like this. So we're going to go take this to the yard in Indianapolis. And then tomorrow we're picking up a load for Florida. So, but even better than that, tonight, right now, on the way to the yard, since we're not in a hurry, now we're going to stop by Mr. Fuel and get dinner and have that so that we have something to eat at the yard.
In 0.2 miles, turn left on IN-44.
The guard there just told me that the last guard was there. He had to leave.
In 500 feet, turn left on IN-44.
He was going to commit suicide, according to that guard. But I don't know if that's true, but that's what the guard said. I don't know if that's because of the management or not. But that's a good sign that there's problems if your help's threatening to commit suicide. Or he was just a mental case. He made it. I made it. All is good. Mr. Fuel, Indianapolis. Alright, you and I are hooking up. I'm hooking up to my trailer here. Still in Indianapolis. And this wasn't supposed to be picked up till tonight, but I came over here early and they said it was ready, so I'm grabbing it. Might as well get on the road. And have have a nice new trailer, so, but a guy's blocking it. Well, let's wait until he moves. All right. Somebody's always where you want to be. But he moved. And we'll just slip it in here. Oh, no, we won't. It's one of those high ones, so we're going to have to crank her down a bit. Remember we had one of these a few weeks ago? And then you have to crank it down. What's going to make it easy though is it's a Wabash trailer, and their trailers are superior to the other ones, mainly Great Dane, because they crank down a lot easier. You know how we're always talking about tire inflation? This is nothing new, but it is for us. We've started to get some of these self-inflating tires, and that way it's just a little safer. You know your rear tires are going to be inflated properly. So I like that. All right, we're on our way to Florida, Indianapolis to Florida. I imagine we'll be going 75, down 75. It'll be just a matter of where we cut over, either Cincinnati or after Louisville. But first we gotta weigh. This is 43,000. So my rule of thumb is 40,000. So let's head over to Mr. Fuel again. Not for their pot roast, for their cab scale. Yeah, she feels heavy. And yesterday I told you this wasn't going to be ready till tonight, or earlier today. I said that, and it's ready early, so I am happy about that. It takes all the pressure off. I was just whining for nothing. It's not really that heavy, but it's better safe than sorry. So I came over here to Mr. Fuel to weigh. I've got my rabbit food. There's nothing wrong with rabbit food. Once you get used to it, it's pretty good. We're getting out of this I almost said Mr. Pilot. Mr. Fuel here in Indianapolis, on our way down to Florida. We're making good time out here on 65 southbound. A friend of mine named Jeff quit trucking. Altogether, just quit. And he said it was because he wasn't getting any recognition for what he did, and that's true. Don't you get into trucking to get recognition, because it's not there. The pride from the job you do will have to come from yourself or your wife or someone else, but it doesn't come from the top down. And it certainly doesn't come from the shippers and receivers or your fellow truckers. I know in my case, there hasn't been one dispatcher or person to my senior who has told me, hey, you know what, you do a good job, or we're happy with you, or something like that. I take that back. There is one guy, Todd Cunningham, stands out in my mind as the all-time best dispatcher in the world as far as I'm concerned. He can handle 100 people on his board and make each one of them proud to work for him. And he would always tell me the good things that I did, or you're a good driver, Jack, I'd pick you for a team, or something like that. He would always tell me that. And so a dispatcher like that knows how to get the drivers eaten out of his hands. He might have told that to all of his drivers, I don't know. But if I could have always had a Todd Cunningham as a dispatcher or division manager, and if all of us could have that, it would make truckers' lives better, because in a case like my friend Jeff, who quit because he wasn't getting any recognition, he certainly would have been getting recognition from Todd. So the reason I bring that up is because I don't want you to get into trucking thinking that there's going to be anybody that tells you you do a good job. You have to do it just, because you love it. I've always tried to find Todd to tell him that, but he's one of those guys that live secretly or something. I don't know. We're making good time. We have another half hour, 45 minutes till we get to Louisville. Well, we made it to Corbin, Kentucky this afternoon. Easy drive, only like 250 miles. Tomorrow we just have the rest of the way to go into Florida. So good night from Corbin, Kentucky. Well, the day's going pretty good. We're a couple hours past Atlanta. And 200 miles to go, but I don't think I have quite enough hours to get there. So we'll either stop at Jasper or Valdosta, Georgia. I'm not sure. And then we'll do the rest of it in the morning. Well, good morning. We've arrived at this spooky consignee, as they call it. Pretty foggy here. but you can see good enough to see. I doubt they'll have an empty, but we'll see for the fun of it. They've been working hard all night, so they might have one. That's why I like to show up early in the morning, because you have the, and I've said that before, you have a better chance of getting an empty early in the morning. All right, we're done here. Back down this spooky driveway. Well, that concludes our trip for this time. I really appreciate you riding along with me. I wish you really know that. I keep saying that over and over, but I really do. I'm Indiana Jack. Thanks for riding along. We'll see you next time.
Before you leave YouTube, be sure to subscribe so you'll get a notification of our new films coming in the future. Also, you may want to swing by our Facebook page at facebook.com/IndianaJack and say hello there.